Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with random reviews from the Overflow room. Yeah, and today we're talking about, Ketelbey, Albert Ketelbey, or Ketelbey. You can do it either way. The accent grave over the E in Ketelbey was something he added to his family name to make it sound more exotic. He was a light music composer. He lived from like around 1875 to 1951, somewhere in there, 1950s. Maybe 1959. Well, maybe there's a date here. Is there a date? No. Why would we have a date? Let's put a date. Damn it. How about a date? Oh, there we go. 1875 to 1959. Thank God. And he wrote short pieces, and he's getting a random review video all to himself because he deserves it. I love light music, and I love Ketelbey, or Ketelbey's light music. I got Ketelbey. I love his light music because it's just so tuneful and so much fun and so tacky. It's so 1920s salon music-y. You know, you just imagine them playing it on the Titanic as it sank and whatnot. It's perfect shipwreck music. It really is. And we have the delicious Phase 4 recording under Eric Rogers, featuring In a Monastery Garden, Wedgwood Blue in the Mystic Land of Egypt, Bells Across the Meadows in a Chinese Temple Garden, Sanctuary of the Heart, Appy Amstead, The Phantom Melody, and In a Persian Market, which is just, it's more fun than you have any right to have. It's just totally fabulous. And then we've got a whole bunch of other little things here with the London Festival Orchestra. These have nothing to do with Ketelbey. It's just other stuff with Joseph Sakharov violin and arrangements of things. Well, there you go. You know, because it was a Phase 4 thing, and they had to jam two things together because some of them were very short playing times. So, that's what they were doing. So let me just make a little pile thing here I can put this down on. So that's disc 1 of Albert Ketelbey. Then we have this wonderful disc on what is this? Fly back. Yes, Flyback. They make these things so hard to read. The Grand Passions of Albert W. Ketelbey. The Palm Court Theater Orchestra, directed by Anthony Godwin. And here we have, this is like, real salon music played in the salon. It's wonderful stuff here. We've got In the Moonlight, In a Persian Market. I just love In a Persian Market. Then we've got Bells Across the Meadow, the Cockney Suite. There's an actual suite there. Wedgwood Blue, the Clock, and the Dresden Figures. Oh, for piano and orchestra. Remember that? It goes... And it ends with the clock, discombobulating, going boing. Oh God, it's fun. In a Lover's Garden. Oh, that's a 3-movement thingy here. In a Chinese Temple Garden, the Oriental Fantasy. Sanctuary of the Heart, Meditation Religieuse. It's got to be in French. It's religieuse, not religious. Religieuse. And Jungle Drums. Yo, baby. Total fun. Then we've got Ketelbey doing his own music. Recorded from 1926, let's see it here, to 1924 to 1932 on Naxos Historical. Of course, the sound's horrible, but, you get the authentic person here doing his own stuff. Orchestra is conducted by the composers. Yeah, by the composer. Wow. And you have the usual In a Monastery Garden. No, Chal Romero, a Gypsy Overture. The Phantom Melody in the Blue Hawaiian Waters, tone picture. 3 fanciful sketches. Well, that's interesting. And it's like a 14-minute long piece. There's, there are longer. It's like Eric Coates. There's bigger stuff, more ambitious stuff, but no one takes him seriously enough to really explore his output, and they should. There should be a giganto Ketelbey edition where they just do all of this stuff because it's also well written. In a Chinese Temple Garden, Will You Forgive? In the Moonlight, The Clock in the Dresden Figures, and Sanctuary of the Heart. So that's that one. And last but not least, this enormously fun John Lanchbery. Lanchbery reorchestrates everything somewhat, and he does a little bit of that here, and it works really well because it's just delightfully tacky and sugar-coated, and it's wonderful. I love this disc. It's on EMI. And you've got In a Persian Market, In a Monastery Garden, Chal Romero, the Gypsy Overture, In the Mystic Land of Egypt, Oh, made of beauteous tresses and eyes of soft caresses. Yeah, your glance is so beguiling, and your lips are ever smiling. Yeah, that's, it just gets in your head and you'll never forget it. That actually was my impression of Vernon Midgley, tenor, on this album. Oh, God, it's fun. So you've got also The Clock of the Dresden Figures, Bells Across the Meadow, and A Chinese Temple Garden, In the Moonlight, and Sanctuary of the Heart. Yeah, oh, gosh, it's just enough to make you swoon. And swooning the music does, as much as it possibly can. I love Ketelbey. And if you haven't heard of him, whether you pronounce it Ketelbey or Ketelbey or whatever you want to do with it, or put the accent on it or take the accent off of it, the music is really fun. It's just a lot of fun. I've got more upstairs too, but this is my little Overflow treasure trove. So keep on listening, friends. Thanks for joining me. Take care.